Loader commanders, and welcome to another Total War Arena news update and a commander preview video. So this time we have Guan Yu. The game again tells us that he is a glaive commander. New unit type and 2 commanders already specializing in glaives. Well, okay then. Let's see, well, we're gonna have a glaive here. His first ability is Strike. Damn, everybody has a Strike. So, it's Green Dragon Strike. It's a knockback, damage, strike, and debuff. Strike at nearby enemies, sending them knocked flying. Is that English? Not really. And reducing the morale and melee attack of all nearby enemies. That's pretty neat. Okay, let's read on. Available to melee units, obviously. Targets frontal cone. Affects enemy units. Cooldown 35 seconds. Duration 10 seconds. AoE 15 meters. On enemy. Overawed. Minus 11% melee attack, minus 10 morale. That would be pretty neat for finishing off wavering units. Or just, well, maybe if you flank them and you just need tiny little bit more morale damage to rout the enemy, and you bam, launch a strike and they're routed. I mean, they were routed anyway, but hey, it helps, right? I can't even reach them. I mean, technically I'm in range with them, right? Oh, there we go. Well, wasn't enough. Went from 14 to 4. So rear flank plus Green Dragon Strike isn't enough. So, well, let's see on other abilities. Do we have anything that could help us? Let's see. Deflect Missiles buff. Well, the name really says it all. Enter a powering stance, increasing missile block, but reducing speed for a moderate time. So, it's again for glaive infantry. I mean, it will be, yeah, it's available to all melee units. But that implies again that they're literally deflecting missiles with their weapons. Not shields, weapons. Everybody in China apparently is a Witcher. Or a Jedi. Or both. Well, let's use it since we are being shot at. I guess it slightly helps.
Away with you.
Yes, away with you. Okay, and the third ability? God of War. So let's see what God of War does. Buff, area of effect, aura. So aura, it means that it is like Caesar, right? So whenever someone enters the aura, the buff gets applied. Rather than something like, for example, Rebellion, that you need to be inside the aura while it is activated. But after that you can leave and you'll have that buff. Here it will only be available to you if you are inside.
Hold fast, I am with you.
So cooldown 110 seconds, so a little bit longer than the other abilities. Duration only 20 seconds. And I have 11% melee weapon damage, plus 5% melee weapon penetration damage, plus 50% melee attack, and plus 13 morale. That's an overall really good ability. Yeah, I mean, lasts only 20 seconds, but you can cycle it between all 3 units.
You have my
No
protection.
problem. Right.
You cannot stop
And then you can use a strike, which synergizes with it. It gives you more melee weapon damage, and strikes will benefit from that. It also decreases the stats of the enemy, along with their morale. Can't find discovery apparently. Use Badman. Well, this is kind of meh. I mean, it's like a mini testudo, but it's not a toggle, right? It's just a short buff. So deflect missiles is kind of meh, to be honest. I mean, if you're getting barraged, for example, that's like, haha, I'm blocking half of it now, rather than hitting every single arrow. So yeah. Yes, it's good in that regard. It's quite niche, but good at its niche. Green Dragon Strike. This strike ability is pretty good. 35 seconds cooldown again, but 10 seconds duration of the debuff. The debuff is pretty neat as well. And God of War, a really strong ability to be honest. And look, we're stomping this time around. Yeah, God of War.
I am with you.
So yeah, it's a pretty big AoE, and it's an aura, right? So as soon as they enter, they get that buff, as you can see. Doesn't have it, doesn't have it, doesn't have it, has it. There we go. Yeah, and if it's a huge blob fight, you're really buffing all of your eyes. Good amount of heal.
You fight with Guan Yu.
Yeah, and that also is an AoE ability. We're going to lower the morale, so I guess you maybe want to cycle it? If you were to cycle it, right? Even on the base stats... Oh, we're dropping frames like crazy. Oh, that's too big of a blob. Holy shit. Saw it from afar, maybe? No, we don't see anything but unit IDs. But yeah, you can cycle that. Alright, so you... first wait until the anvil is gone. Oh, but this is on one unit.
The Dragon's Fury.
Right. Can you see the AoE? There we go. It's just covered by the blob, but yeah, everybody in there just gets -10 morale, right? And then after 10 seconds, bam, another one, and you cycle that as well. Wow, that morale buff is really quick as well. It rolls really quickly. And bam, another 10 seconds after, right? And then this will be almost off cooldown. So you have 30 seconds duration and 35 cooldown. So you sacrifice a little bit of your damage, right? But your enemies are constantly on -10 morale. Well, debuffed by -10 morale. If they were on -10 morale, you would be routing.
You fight with Guan Yu. Away with you.
Yeah. I really like that cycling abilities thing. So Guan Yu, yeah, I would also give him quite a positive review.
From my side.
Deflect missiles kinda niche use, right? But the strike and God of War, the really powerful abilities for melee combats, and that's what you're gonna do with him. Okay, overall, pretty good combo for melee infantry. And also his abilities, right, they're only available on melee infantry, no cavalry whatsoever. So yeah, he's just straight up melee cavalry. Even if Lu Bu was also for glaives, Lu Bu could also be used on cavalry, no problem. While Guan Yu will be only for melee infantry. Not only glaives, obviously. Swords will work as well. We could also use him on G infantry, I guess. The strike... I wonder if the strike would work on G. I haven't read into that. But I guess they qualify as melee infantry, right? So it would be. But maybe it said that it's unavailable in phalanx, like it did say for Lu Bu. But maybe it didn't. Maybe then you can use it on G. I mean, why not, right? Will be like G thrust, and it will be like a combination of shield bash and a phalanx thrust. So I don't really see a reason why that wouldn't be the case. So he can be just overall melee infantry commander, whether it's glaives, swords, or G. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So please subscribe to the channel, help us bring Total War Arena back to the West, and stay informed about any other incoming previews and any possible Total War Arena news. And until then, I'll see you on Arena's Battlefields, Commanders.